the silence that speaks the loudest. She never thought the silence would hurt more than the arguments. But after he left, it wasn't the empty side of the bed or the missing goodnight texts that broke her. It was the quiet. The kind that echoes in the morning when no one hands her a warm mug of coffee. Derek, a man from Austin, never made grand gestures. Just simple love, offered daily without being asked. And now, months later, she still holds on to that cup. Not for the taste, but for the memory. That's when it hits her. Silence doesn't just mean he's gone. It means he's not coming back. If you've ever lost someone and only realized their worth in their absence, this story is for you. Stay with me. Phase 1. Absence is not emptiness. At first, she wears her independence like a badge, tells her friends she's better off, scrolls through her phone with a forced smile, and fills her weekends with noise and plans. But the silence creeps in between those moments, in the quiet of a morning with no message waiting, in the evenings when she pours wine for one. She hears the old songs he used to hum while cooking, catches a glimpse of his walk in the shadow of a stranger passing by. She doesn't miss him. She misses who she was when he was around. Someone softer, steadier, more alive. His absence doesn't feel like a blank space. It feels like a room where everything echoes differently. The way he folded his sleeves before getting to work, how he asked questions and really listened, not to fix her, but to see her. That presence lingers like a scent in a coat she hasn't worn since he left. And suddenly what she once dismissed as ordinary now feels sacred. The haunting isn't about losing a man. It's about realizing too late that he took something with him. Not her heart, but the version of herself she thought only he could bring out. Phase 2. The regret that burns in silence. She sits across from someone new, sipping her drink, nodding politely, smiling when expected. But everything feels slightly off, like trying on a sweater that doesn't quite fit. He doesn't notice when she gets quiet, doesn't ask why she stared out the window for too long. And that's when the comparison begins, not out of longing, but out of instinct. The last man didn't need to ask, he just knew. He understood the shift in her voice, the way her fingers curled when she was anxious. With him, she felt known without explanation. And now in this new silence, she feels invisible. Not because the new man is cruel, but because he's not him. Her regret is quiet, heavy and constant, like background noise she can't shut off. She watches from a distance as her ex grows, glows, lives. Her finger hovers over the reply button, but she never presses it. She wants to reach out to say, "I see it now," but pride stops her every time. Because the truth is too sharp. She lost something good, not through betrayal, but through blindness. And now the price of that silence is knowing she can't go back. Phase 3. The pain of watching him heal without her. She scrolls without thinking, half distracted, until the image stops her cold. It's him, standing by a cabin in the mountains, his smile quieter, his eyes lighter. No one's hanging on his arm, no flashy captions, just him, grounded. And suddenly something inside her crumbles. He looks like peace. The man who once questioned himself, who overextended just to be enough for her, now radiates a quiet confidence she barely recognizes. He's not proving anything anymore. He's simply living. And the ache isn't just about missing him. It's the cruel realization that he grew into the man she always hoped he would be, but not for her. She remembers pushing him to communicate, to be more open, to dream bigger. Now he does, but with the world, not with her. That photo says everything she didn't want to admit. He outgrew the version of himself that waited for her to notice his worth. And in doing so, he also outgrew the space she once held in his life. That's when regret turns into grief. Not because he left, but because he healed. And healing for him meant leaving behind the woman who couldn't see his becoming. Closing reflection. You can't rewind healing. There's a quote that goes, You don't lose people, you lose the version of yourself you were with them. But the truth is more brutal. Sometimes you lose the chance to be part of someone's evolution because you couldn't see their worth until their silence made it visible. When a man grows, heals, and walks away with dignity, it teaches a lesson no argument ever could. If someone undervalues you, the most powerful thing you can do is disappear long enough for them to meet the version of you they never believed you could become.